Kevin Norkie last updated 0500-2808-2017. David Rogischetti. Pictures police officers Firo Famazili and Selika Winiata celebrate their World Cup win. Billy Sticklandphotosport. The Black Ferns paid tribute to the late Colin Meads before the match, and in the way they played. David Rogersgetty. Images. Kendrick Oxedge clears the ball in the face of an England onslaught. Dan Sheridanphotosport. England's Megan Jones celebrates her try with Natasha Hunt and Alex Matthews. Billy Sticklandphotosport. Toka Nacha rumbles over for a try. Rugby opinion nicked by police officers, doused by firefighters, given a lesson by teachers and unable to contain a rampaging graphic designer. England's professional rugby players were no match for New Zealand's World Cup oddjobbers. England, the only paid side in women's rugby, lost their world crown 4,132 to the Black Ferns, whose final lineup was 73% amateur. Only the Sevens players are contracted. England will now adopt that model, announcing in July their 15s contracts were to be axed in favour of Sevens. So, money didn't bring England happiness. A New Zealand team that stood in silence to honour the latter great Colin Meads before the game, then paid him the ultimate tribute during it with a refusal to be chopped down. Meads played in the amateur era, which ended for men in the late 1990s but persists for women. If market forces in the shape of viewer numbers and advertising revenues truly are to blame, then this victory should have started pushing them back like a faltering scrum. Read more. Sublime second half secures World Cup for Black Ferns. Retiring captain dedicates World Cup win to her dad. Black Ferns humble hat-trick hero once parade now. Champion Black Ferns must return to work. Oxedge never doubted World Cup win, for this was some game. It had skill and passion. A cracker is the technical term, I believe. British commentators described it as the best Rugby World Cup final played. That means you, too, guys. Add feedback with its cut and thrust, skill and speed, its ever-changing landscape, its revelation of player character. It mounted a resolute argument as the best. New Zealand led, England led, New Zealand struck back, so did England. Across Aotearoa, fingernails were nibbled and gnawed. And then it was over. No ladies, a plate, for this group of Kiwi rugby women. It was silverware, in the form of a cup. A very big cup. World champions. England had been outwitted. Looking to repulse black attacks from a set of backs boasting try-scoring machine Portia Woodman on the left, they were blind to the brains and brawn of the Black Ferns pack. Loose head prop Toka Nacha scored a hat-trick. A graphic designer, she was a Fonterra warehouse worker in a previous life, which might have been where she learned to put things away, just as she did England. Nacha hails from Tokoroa in the South Waikato, and hates it when people mock my town, or talk badly about it. You have been warned. Add in 2 tries to Manawatu police officer Selika Winiata, so fast she would be inescapable if you happen to be a crim on the run. Captain Firo Famazili, too, is in the police. It's enough to persuade anyone against a life of crime. Northland-born lock Charmaine Smith, whose social media has her working out in a cattle yard, scored a try to recall Meads and his rustic habit of lugging fence posts and rugby-booted opponents around green pastures. To ice the 41 points, there was try-scoring goal-kicking Canterbury Rugby Development Officer Kendrick Oxedge, who as a kid grew up playing in bare feet on the icy Naki grass. Kiwi as ace are Kiwi. Most of them have to work full-time, then indulge their passion after work, just like the rest of us. Auckland firefighter Rebecca Wood trains after 5:30 p.m. Her other option is before 7 a.m., when her shift starts. Eloise Blackwell is an Auckland teacher. Miss Blackwell to her students: I guess it would be pretty cool to be paid to play the sport you love, but the balance is good too, Blackwell said. Without pay, the Black Ferns have risen to the top of the world. Would they do better if rugby were a job? Could money provide them with more of the qualities they showed in Belfast? More passion, more team spirit, more dogged refusal to die when 12 points down and the red roses sprouting prickles all over the place. England had more money, but now the Black Ferns are happier than they. But cash can buy time to train at a convenient hour, or a workout in a gym, rather than a cattle yard. A contract can make you feel appreciated, more worthwhile. Still, the Black Ferns have their treasured cup back, even if it does not exactly runneth over for them. Stuff.